So, in my previous video, I talked about why I'm not buying a PlayStation 5. You might have seen it linked all over my channel. So, the whole point of that video is that basically I had other priorities when it came to my personal finance. So I wanted to make sure I was debt free, that I was stable financially and stuff like that before I invest. And also as well, there was a bunch of launch problems anyway. You know, the demand for the PlayStation 5 is unprecedented at the moment. So now, if you've been following my channel, you know that I'm actually completely debt free. I won a bank complaint and that has now saved me 5 years of debt payments. So I'm very, very happy about that. Now, I refuse to give any money to scalpers. Simple as that. So what scalpers are is simply someone who, for example, or company or entity or whatever, who bought a bunch of PlayStation 5s at launch, like hundreds, thousands maybe, and then are selling them on eBay or wherever for an inflated 30, 40, 50, 5,000% increase in price. So I refuse to give them even one penny. I just waited until one of the retailers I usually go to had it available. Now, one thing I noticed as well, when it came around to me pre-ordering one, is that retailers I feel are improving their technology. So when I went onto the website, I had to wait in a queue. I had to, and even when I got through the queue, I only had 30 minutes to complete my order. And if I wasn't quick enough, even within those 30 minutes, it would have sold out. So they are trying their best, and then they say very clearly one order per customer. And even if you get the order through, let's say scalpers got through the queue and so on and put a bunch of orders, then the retailer said they're going now out of their way to make sure that it's not the same person buying it over and over and over again. So for that reason, basically, for those reasons, I was able to get one. So I'm going to have mine delivered soon, hopefully in a couple of weeks after the recording of this video. So, but what I'm happy about is I kept a promise to myself. The promise to myself simply was that I would not buy a PlayStation 5 until I'm debt-free, until I've got a grip on my finances and my future. And at this point, hopefully I've done that. And it goes wider than that. So I've bought basically most of the upgrades I've been wanting for a really long time I now have. So for example, you can see I now have better lighting, and I have some other upgrades which I've ordered which are on the way. So yeah, but the next step of this equation, or the journey towards financial independence, is reinvesting in myself. Simple as that. Like, the extra money I have, I'm now putting it towards a place, investing in myself or investing in the channel and so on, to put myself in a position where I can make even more money. And the purpose of that is to then save for my future in terms of, one, just being financially independent. What that means is having at least 6 months worth of bills. So if I literally slept for 6 months, I would still have enough money spare to pay all my bills. That's what I'm aiming for. And also as well, to redefine what my goals are. So my goal for a really, really long time was to become debt-free. I made other videos about it. I've spoken a lot about it. I've mentioned it on my live stream a lot and so on. But I've achieved that now. Now what? And the now what is basically to save money for a house. And let's hope it's actually my first of many houses. I guess we'll see. It depends how I manage the money. And some people have been asking me already what I'm planning to do with the spare money I have. If I'm going to invest it, how I'm going to do it, and so on. And I think it's too early to know at this point. But one thing that I feel is a mistake, though, is to have money just sitting and not growing in my debit account. So I will be looking at that, and I will be exploring my options and also detailing what I decide to do on this channel. And what I've also done recently on this channel is, you might have noticed, I've done a complete rebrand. So there's new thumbnails, new header, and so on. And hopefully it looks a lot more attractive than it used to. And again, that's me reinvesting in myself, because I think reinvesting in yourself and your channel and so on for growth on YouTube and generally is just a really good idea. So if you eventually get to a point where you have no purpose for your money, then reinvest in yourself. Buy a course, expand your business, do whatever you need to do. But number one for me always was clear debt, because for me, it's what I've spoken about before. Clearing debt, or debt itself, is like the anti-investment. It's like the lenders are invested in you, and you are giving them a percentage of return on the money that they've given you. So I'm happy that I'm now out of that. And instead, when I do investments in the future, I want my money to grow. I don't want someone else's money to grow. And that has been probably the biggest relief from this, is knowing that as we're getting now towards the end of the month, it's now the 22nd of January as recording this. Usually what would happen is in the next day or two, I would receive my earnings from YouTube, but then maybe a day or two after, I would then do my loan payments, which takes the sting out of it. But that is not the situation anymore. So, which I'm really, really relieved about, that's for sure. Now, the goal now for 2021 is to become partnered on this channel. So if you like the content, please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. All of it helps towards growth of the channel. And also as well, hopefully my videos will help you. Like if you are on this journey towards becoming debt-free, I've done it. And what I'm trying to share, the purpose of this channel, is trying to show you how I did it based on actual real life experience. It's not just some theory I've read in a book or a magazine or an article online or anything like that. I've been through this, so I know what it's like to have so little money that I couldn't afford to eat at one point, and I know what it's like to live below the poverty line. So, and I am trying to share my journey with as many people as possible so that I can help as many people as possible. And also as well, when I make each video for either of my YouTube channels, my goal is to help one single person. If I can help one single person other than myself, then it was worth making the video. So if the video has helped you, or my channel has helped you, or anything like that, please let me know in those comments down below. I'm always curious to hear other people's stories about how they are going on this journey towards becoming financially independent.